Hello, if I were to tell you that there's a method of chapter writing that's used extensively by the very successful writers, perhaps used intuitively or instinctively, but nevertheless used, and it's used a little bit by good writers and hardly used at all by just ordinary writers, then you might like to know what it is. I've not seen this documented, although if you study these things, it's very clear to see what's going on. So this is something of a secret method, but today I'm going to reveal what I believe that method is, and I'm going to explain exactly how it works. So let's get stuck into this secret method, and let's take a look at what it is. And I call it grab, tell, tease. Grab, tell, tease. So it's a three-part method, and in this video I'm just going to deal with the first part, which is the grab. So what is the grab? Well, the grab is all about how you grab the reader's attention at the start of the chapter. If you don't grab their attention, they might not carry on reading, so it is rather important. Now, there's several methods within this for the grab, but fundamentally what you are trying to do is to plant a question in the reader's mind that they will want an answer to. Planting a question in the reader's mind that they will want an answer to. Now, the most obvious way to do that, and it is widely documented in methods of writing, is to actually pose a question. And you start off with a question that the reader hopefully will be interested in, and not just interested in the question, but interested in knowing the answer. And in some books, it takes the whole book to get to the answer to the question, but more often the question is answered, or at least partially answered, in the first chapter, within the chapter. If there isn't a partial answer, again, the reader might give up. But that's the more direct way of doing it. Other ways of doing the grab are slightly more subtle, and they involve typically something that is rather like a story or the description of an event which the reader will take an interest in, and that description or short start of a story is often concluded with a question along the lines of, so what happened then, or how did that come about, or why was that? The usual kind of question forms. And when you get to the question at the end of that introductory piece, you have completed the grab. But you don't actually have to pose a question, although I would say generally at some point it doesn't hurt to do so. The other thing about the grab is not giving the reader too much of a chance to stop and think about whether or not they want to be grabbed. And the technique for that is often called the pattern interrupt. And what you do is you go straight into something. This disrupts the reader's train of thought, which they want to resolve and get an answer to. And that is all part of setting up the grab, in a sense. That is in itself a bit of a grab. So you go straight into a description of something. It's the complete opposite of the traditional once upon a time, which is basically setting things up so that the person knows that a story is about to follow. You miss all that and go straight into something that's engaging. So there we are. You need to plant a question in the reader's mind. There are obviously other ways you can do that. And once you've planted that question, which you do at the beginning of the chapter, somehow or other, then you have completed the grab. And you're ready to go on to the next of the three stages for structuring your chapter. And the next step in the three-step process I am putting into the next video so that these videos aren't too long. If you want to be notified of future videos, then just bang on the bell button. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it. Do follow, do like, and hope to see you again. Bye for now.